Okay, this is night or day 20, Wombat Divine, written by Mem Fox, illustrated by Carrie Argent. It was a week before Christmas. Wombat loved Christmas. He loved the carols and the candles, the presents and the pudding, but most of all, he loved the nativity play. For as long as he could remember, Wombat had wanted to be in the nativity. Now at last he was old enough to take part. There's the church, I guess. So with his heart full of hope and his head full of dreams, he hurried along to the auditions. Emu was bossing and fussing as usual. Now let's get started, she said. Who'd like to be the Archangel Gabriel? I would, said Wombat. But he was too heavy to be the Archangel Gabriel. Oh dear, too heavy. Billy was chosen instead. Billy patted Wombat on the back. Never mind, Wombat, don't lose heart. Why not try out for a different part? What a good idea, said Emu. Now, who would like to play Mary? I would, said Wombat. He's pretending to be Mary and getting up on the donkey. But he was too big to be Mary. Noombat was chosen instead. Noombat stroked Wombat's nose. There, Wombat, don't lose heart. Why not try for a different part? Right, said Emu. Now, who'd like to be one of the three kings? I would, said Wombat. But he was too short to be a king. You can't fit into the costume. The kangaroos were chosen instead. The kangaroos put their arms around Wombat. Cheer up, Wombat. Don't lose heart. Why not try for a different part? Wombat tried everything. He wanted to be Joseph, but he was too sleepy. He wanted to be the innkeeper, but he was too clumsy. He wanted to be one of the shepherds, but he was too short-sighted. And then there were no parts left. Wombat hung his head and hoped he wouldn't cry. Suddenly, Billy leapt into the air. I know, he shouted. You could be the baby Jesus. Could I? Asked Wombat. Could I really? Of course you could, Wombat, said Emu. Fancy my forgetting such an important part. A nativity without the baby Jesus is no nativity at all. Wombat was dizzy with pride. Christmas Eve arrived at last. Everyone was nervous except Wombat. He lay quiet and still throughout the whole performance. There he is right there. He even fell asleep just as a real baby would. On Christmas Day, when everyone was opening presents and eating pudding, they all agreed it had been the best nativity ever. You were divine, Wombat, said Emu. And Wombat beamed. The end. That was good, wasn't it?